Howdy folks, Kel Kellogg here. I'm coming to you with this week's fishing report. I'm standing here, I'm fooling around with my new Daiwa halibut rod with my Saltus 15 reel on it, and I cannot wait to get out after some halibut when live bait becomes available. So that's a great place to start with our fishing report. Halibut action in the bay slowed down a little bit this week because they had some big tides. There is still no live bait available. It's coming, hopefully soon, but there is no live bait available now. The charter boats and the private boaters have mostly been trolling this week. The bigger tides, the halibut action backed off. They caught some keeper halibut, but the headline is red hot striper action in the South Bay. Alameda Beach, the rock wall, all the usual spots. The bass are up on the surface, they're down on the bottom, they're in very shallow water, they're exploding on bait, which makes you wonder why they don't have live bait in San Francisco at this point, but anyway. But the fish are there, big charter boats are getting limits of fish daily. Most of the fish are in that, 18 to 23 inch range, but fish to 21 pounds have been landed. Moving on, we'll continue this striper theme. Feather River. The Sacramento, not so hot. Water's still high. They're getting some fish over there. But the hot spot right now for the valley striper action is definitely in the Feather. Live minnows, that's pretty much what the guides are using. Private boaters are using some swim baits. Other guys fishing on the anchor are using the old chicken livers. But there are a lot of stripers in the Feather and they are biting. That's pretty much limits every day if you go with a guide. Delta stripers. Delta stripers, San Joaquin side, the bite is very good. A little bit bigger grade of fish over there. Those fish are going anywhere from 22 inches up to 8 pounds with the occasional, 15 to 19 pound fish mixed in. The Yozuris, shallow and deep with the wormtail, trolling those, that's working. Shallow water, rattle trap trolling, that's working. The casters are throwing rattle traps. Fish trap style swim baits, your AA swim baits, those are working. Some guys are also spooning for them, and other guys are drifting live bait. If you get some jumbo minnows or some live mudsuckers, pin them on a drifting rig, you're pretty much going to get a limit of stripers. You might have to invest some time finding the fish, but once you find them, it's game on. The action's very good. It's going to get better. It's very good. It's limit style fishing. On the freshwater front, a lot of our lakes, in terms of trout fishing, continue to suffer from two things: a late spring and lots of cold water inflow. We're seeing it at Shasta. A few fish are being caught. Some of them are very nice fish, but you're going to have to really work hard for your hits every day. The same is true at places like Collins Lake. It's not limits yet, but there's some big fish being caught. Amador, same story. Some very big fish being caught. Lightning trout and rainbows there. But, you'll go on their website or their Facebook page, you'll see a guy with an 8-pound trout or a 6-pound trout and an 8-pound trout. But you're not seeing many guys with a limit stick full of fish, and that is due primarily to a late spring. I mean, the weather's still unstable. It's the 16th. I had rain here last night. I'm going to have a few days of fair weather. I got more rain in the forecast next week. Nothing can get dialed in when we keep having these cold fronts push through the state, and we've got all this snow melt pushing cold water into the lakes. Number one freshwater trout bite in the entire, certainly northern half of the state is taking place at Lake Elsinore. The fishing up there is incredible. Again, it's not big numbers, but it's pretty darn consistent. And Brian Ricucci, Big Daddy's Guide Service, he got into the king salmon big time over the last 5 days. He's gotten several kings between 3 and 5 pounds, in addition to brown trout that are running 5 to 8 and rainbows that are running up to a solid 6 pounds. Everything there is on top 20. On days when they're cooperative, you can bang them with spoons and minnow plugs fast. If that's not working, you got to slow down. Slower moving spoons. Flies like your Arctic fox flies, those will work. And if you got to go really slow, get out those flashers, get out those crawlers. Even go with those naked crawlers. roll those crawlers at 1 to 1.5 miles an hour, and you'll get those fish when they're playing hard to get. But if you want to take a little bit of an adventure, roll up there and fish with Brian. Brian's getting pretty booked up. He does have some spots available. Take your own boat up there. It's worth the trip. The fish are big. You might get your fish of a lifetime. Those kind of fish are available right now. I wouldn't even hesitate to go up there and fish off the bank. I'm hoping to get up there real soon in my kayak. Sometimes you got to go where the fish are. And right now, for trout fishermen, the action is pretty dang hot at Lake Elminor. Will it get better? Probably. And the smallmouth bass bite is going to kick in up there too. But you got to make hay when the sun shines, and right now is a good time to go. Anyway, that's about it. Those aren't the only hot bites around, but those are the ones that are on top of my mind right now. And we'll be back at you real soon with more hot bites. But those are my top hot bites for April 16th and, you know, the next few days beyond that. So anyway, thanks for watching me, folks. Oh, and I have one more announcement to make. Very shortly, we are going to be going to live broadcasts on the YouTube channel here. We're going to be coming at you live, phone call-ins, interviews, all that stuff. I'm putting together the technology right now, which is a stretch for me. We're figuring it out. Keep your eyes open. We will be going live very soon. This is Kel Kellogg signing off. Thanks, folks, and hit that subscribe button. Catch you later.